Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing really well. So, about a week ago on Instagram, I asked, would you ask me some questions for a Q&A video? And you did. So, today will be my very first Q&A. And I think it's time that we got into it, don't you? Okay, so the very first question is from Passion for Fashion 01. And they said, when did you start collecting Bratz? And what is your favourite Bratz doll? So, I started to collect Bratz about 3 months ago, and my favourite Bratz doll is my newest Bratz doll, and it is the Girls Night Out Chloe doll. Like, I am obsessed with her, so I hope that answers your questions. My next question is from BratzGirl956, and she asked me, how many Bratz dolls do I have, and which is my favourite? So, I have about 36 Bratz dolls so far. Like, obviously, I'm in, like, the early stages of collecting, so, I'm trying to get there, you know. And my favourite, obviously, I just shown you my favourite, the Girls Night Out Chloe. Head went so blank then. But I'll show you another favourite, and it is this Designed by Chloe, which I saved. Like, obviously, if you've seen my How to Straighten and Wash and Style a Bratz doll's hair, then you know she was the main focus, and literally, I love this doll so much. She is one of my most treasured dolls, so literally, her. So, I hope that answered your questions. So, the next question is from The New Alien, and she asked me, do I have a favourite makeup palette? And yes, of course I do, like, yes. So, my favourite is the Kali Bible palette from BH Cosmetics, and I live for this palette, guys, like, literally. So, it has highlighters and eyeshadows, so, like, if you're travelling, that is perfect, because you've got highlighters and eyeshadows in one palette. So, you know, you don't need eyeshadows and a highlight, like, literally, so versatile as well. Like, the colours are gorgeous, super, super pigmented, nice, rich colours, and, like, all these bronzy golds are, like, right down my street. I use the highlighters every single day. Like, I cannot live without these highlighters, like, literally. No way. So, this is my favourite, my all-time favourite palette. So, yeah. So, the next person that asked me a question asked me two. So, I'm going to read them for you right now. But I cannot pronounce the username properly. Like, I'm sorry. Like, do not be offended. Like, I just struggle. I think it's Cleonco. Like, Colonco. I don't know, guys. Super sorry. And I'm sorry to the person that's asked me the questions. Like, I don't mean it offensive. I really don't. I just cannot, like, pronounce that username. But they said, can you do a story time of when you got into a tricky situation? I can, like, I definitely can do that, but will you guys let me know in the comments if you want to see that? Just because I don't want to film it if only one of you want to see it. But definitely, I'd be up for that, and that wouldn't be an issue, so, yeah. And then I've also been asked, do you think that Bratz are bad for girls' self-esteem and install negative or sexist social roles in girls? Personally, I don't, just because I think that kind of stuff is your parents', like, you know, responsibility. It isn't a doll's, like, you know, problem, or the people making the dolls' problem to kind of think about, like, I don't know, I think that kind of thing should be installed through, like, family and things. Like, I don't think a doll should determine, that kind of thing. You know, I think there's actual people out there now that are comparing themselves to, like, people, and I think dolls these days are not that much of an influence. Like, I know that Barbie brought out, like, the big Barbie, and the tall Barbie, and the skinny Barbie, and the, you know, all them different types of Barbies. And I suppose that was to try and change, like, a couple of views on, like, you know, what women should look like. But, honestly, for me, I don't think that a doll is responsible for somebody feeling that way. I think there's a lot more to it. But that's just my opinion, and I hope I kind of got that across good, because I feel like I was just stuttering what I was saying, but that's my kind of view on that anyway, and yeah, thank you for your questions. My next lot of questions are from a girl called Hazel Morris, and she has asked me 5 questions, so let's get into them. And her first one is, what makeup item couldn't I live without? Now, that must be my eyebrow products because I cannot not have my brows. Like, my brows are everything to me, so, like, I could not live without, like, my Anastasia Beverly Hills dip brow and stuff, like, so, yeah. Then she asked me, what are my 5 Holy Grail products? So, I've gone and got them so that I can show you what I mean. So, I need, like, my Holy Grail, like, I need this foundation. It is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Matte Foundation. Like, this is one of my all-time favourite, like, foundations ever. Like, I am addicted to this. So, 1, and then 2 is my Sleek Contour Kit, because I'm thinking about this as, like, a full face type of thing. In here, I get, obviously, a contour and a highlight, and this is amazing, so definitely a must. Like, you've got to be contoured and highlighted, do you know what I mean? And then my other Holy Grail is my Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. This stuff is so good. Like, I have no eyelashes, like, naturally, but this stuff gives me, you know, a couple, it gives me, like, a few lashes, so, you know, gotta be having that. And then, obviously, like, my Anastasia Beverly Hills dip brow, because, like I said before, gotta have them brows. And then a good nude lipstick, and this one is by Sleek, so they're like my all-time fave, like, Holy Grail. Like, I need these items. Like, if I'm gonna do a face and, like, you had to limit me to, like, a couple of things, like, they'd be what I needed, do you know what I mean? And I use them, like, practically as a daily basis, like, so yeah. Then she asked me why I started to collect Bratz and how many I have now. Well, this is a bit of a long story, but basically, when I was little, like, I had Bratz then. Like, I was obsessed with Bratz when I was little. So every time I'd go out on the bus, like, and go shopping, I would need one. So, like, my mum would always buy me them, and I had loads. But then, obviously, as I grew up, like, they went in the loft, and they got lost, and we've moved and stuff like that. So they're long gone now, and, like, you know, that breaks my heart a little bit. But anyway, about 3 months ago, I started watching, like, I just stumbled across a video of somebody reviewing a Bratz doll, and literally it just started from then. Like, I just started watching loads of people, like, reviewing them, and, you know, like, hauls of people buying them and stuff like that. And then I thought, oh, I really want some, like, but is that weird? Like, am I gonna look a freak? And then it took me a couple of weeks, and I thought, do you know what, I'm just gonna buy some. So I bought 4. I bought the 4 main girls, and I had the video on this channel of, like, the first time I got them. And I was like, oh, I'm only going to buy these 4, you know, just have on the shelf, just, like, as a bit of, like, a memory thing. That's all I'm going to have, like, that's what I told everyone. And then I thought, you know what, no, like, I actually want to start collecting them. And then I started watching videos and realising that loads of people collect them, and it's not weird. Like, there's nothing weird about collecting dolls. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I started to realise that, why am I even bothered what people are going to think? Like, sack it. So then I got some more dolls, and then I thought, I'm just going to start collecting them. And it went from there, and I have 36 dolls, did I say before? I counted them before. Yeah, about 36 dolls so far, and yeah, that's basically why I started, and yeah, I hope that was informative for your question. Then she also asked me, any brands / makeup products you highly recommend. Well, if we're going to talk brands, then I recommend L'Oreal, because they are amazing. Their foundations, their lipsticks, their eyebrow products are all really good and super, super affordable. So that as a brand. And then as, like, products, I'd recommend, like, MAC lipsticks, because they are, like, some of my all-time faves. And then my Shaaanxo palette from BH Cosmetics is super amazing, and if you don't have it, then go get it. What else? Let me think. Oh, the Sleek palettes, like the Sleek eyeshadow palettes, are super good for the price. Like, Sleek as a whole brand, there you go, another brand, Sleek. Their makeup is phenomenal. Like, to be in drugstore, like, they are so good. So yeah, so L'Oreal and Sleek as brands, and then, like, MAC lipsticks and BH Cosmetics palettes and stuff like that really, but obviously there's so much more, but I'm trying to think and I'm getting a bit like boo. So yeah, hope that helped. Her last question was, any piercings that you want? So I have my ears pierced and I have my nose pierced. I would actually love to have my septum done for real because obviously it's fake, so I actually would like to have it done real. Like, this looks probably so unattractive right now, guys, I'm sorry. Just trying to put it back in. There we go. Anyway, yeah, I'd love to have that done in real life, but I've heard it's one of the most painful piercings to actually have, so I'm like, oh, okay, I'll wait, you know, I'll wait, that's fine. I want my ears done again, so like another, you know, another piercing. I did at one point one like up here doing, but my ears are too big and it looks super silly. And believe it or not, when I was younger I wanted my eyebrow piercing. Like, I would not do that now if you paid me. Like, that ruins like your eyebrow, and like, no. But yeah, I'd probably just want like my septum, another one of my, like another hole in my ear basically, and you know, I used to want my lip doing as well. Like, I wanted everything doing. No, I want my lip doing as well, but like, no, I kind of got over that as I got older, so yeah. And now we are on to my last question, and it is from Bratz Girl 956 again, and she has asked me, have you watched any of the Bratz movies? Because if you did, then did you like them or not? I have. I've seen them all, and yes, I do enjoy them. Still to this day, as like a grown-up, I mean, I'm 18, so grown-up, yeah? As a grown-up, yeah, I do enjoy them, and yeah, I still actually watch them now. Like, I make my boyfriend sit and watch them with me, and yeah, so yeah, that's my answer. I keep saying yeah, like, calm down, Aaron, seriously. And that is the end of the video. I want to thank you all so much for your questions. I really do appreciate it. Like, I am so thankful. So yeah, it means a lot, guys. And if you enjoyed this video, then please like it and subscribe to my channel if you're new here. And I guess I'm going to see you in my next one. I'll do another Q&A super soon. And yeah, maybe you'll get a chance to ask me a question then. So look forward to that, guys. I love you all. Thank you so, so much.